somebody. And then that person is dealing with somebody else too, because we're dating. We're trying to figure it out. You could be talking to somebody else, and then all of a sudden you wake up one morning and your person could be in a relationship with their other person because something just shifted in their relationship. Right. And now you lost your person because they in a relationship. And it's like you can't be mad because it just is what it is. Yeah. So, but at the same time, you know, everybody always feels like, oh, when I meet you, you need to drop all y'all hoes. So do y'all feel like when y'all get in a relationship, do you give somebody a little grace period to like drop their hoes? Or do you expect them to just drop them like as soon as... I was going to say like, it sound good like if the people is telling each other like, okay, we dating, but I'm also talking to other people. Like right. Usually... it don't go down like that. Yeah, usually it's, I don't got no hoes, I don't got da-da-da. So then you got the idea like, oh, this nigga in a relationship. Like, right. You ain't even know. I feel like, hell nah, you ain't getting no motherfucking grace period. Because if you asking me to be in a relationship with you, I'm assuming you ready to drop your hoe. No, that they're gone already. You made that executive decision with yourself. Right. That you're ready to be in a relationship with me. You know that means them hoes gotta go. Right. Exactly. So why am I giving you a grace period on top of that? The day after a hoe calling your phone or you somewhere doing something you ain't supposed to, that's cheating. That's the name of the episode. It's not gonna lie. I feel like I need a little grace period. Then you not ready for one. I need one. If he needs one, it's cool. Like it's hard for me to just like ghost somebody and be like, hey, I got a nigga now. Like I'm good. But is dating not the grace period? Yeah. I mean, it kind of is, but if he asks you to be in a relationship with you, when you make that answer, yes. Yes. That means it shouldn't be a problem to ghost them people. I mean, okay, it's not a problem, but I don't know, because sometimes in a relationship it's so new.
These are some signs that you have mentally moved on from a relationship that you're no longer happy in. So a lot of the times we seem to get comfortable and we don't know those signs, or we kind of think, this is my life, right? But one of the things is, first of all, when you're not happy. When whatever happens or doesn't happen, it doesn't face you anymore. And you realize that you're no longer happy, that you don't care. You know, not caring is another sign. When the person does it again or doesn't do it again, you still don't care. It's like, it is what it is. It doesn't bother you. And the third thing would have to be when the relationship brings you more pain than it does joy. That's like when you know that you no longer feel the same for this person, and it's time to let go. Sometimes change is what we need, and sometimes you need to value yourself as an individual. Do you really deserve this for yourself? Is this really what you want to do? And if you have kids, do you want to continue to let your kids see how unhappy and just toxic everything is? Just think about it. Sometimes it's just time to
what am I supposed to do now? Get up and go on with your life? It's all right to sit around, be depressed for a minute, cry about it, do whatever you have to, but don't stay there too long. Get up and go on with your life. So you know what this is what I learned in all these years on this earth. If somebody want to walk out of your life, let them go. Especially if you know you done everything you can do, you done sat around and been the best man or the best woman you could be, and they still want to go, let them go.
There's a saying, when the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong. Wait a minute, I'm not done now. You know, the devil goes, oh no, leave him alone. Hey, he's my favorite. Right. Don't you bother him. Yeah. Conversely, when the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right.
Say this to those of you who are watching who are not yet where you want to be. Like, keep going. Like, keep going. Don't quit. You're already in pain. You're already struggling. Like, get something for your pain. It doesn't make sense to go through pain and then not get none on the other side of it.
woman really want just a good man. She doesn't want a husband. What she's really wanting are these standards or ideas that she has of what a man is supposed to be. But this is nothing what men are. This is not realistic. You're comparing good men to the men that you've experienced previously who were not ready to be husbands, that you were just dating, messing around with. He's supposed to look like this. He's supposed to act like that. Oh, you know what? He's too corny. He likes me too much. He texts me too much. Yeah, because the men that you were messing with, you weren't even the only one. They don't text you right back. They don't call you right back because they have a more just like you. So a man comes along that is crazy about you and is interested in you, and I'm sorry to say, you have friend zoned the men that really you're compatible with, the men that would make a wonderful husband. A lot of you have friend zoned the good dude who's ready to be a husband and a father and give you some pretty babies. If you get a pretty boy and they super fine and they in the mirror more than you got a problem. But the problem is you looking at visuals and thinking that men are supposed to look like us or be just as gorgeous as us. No, that's not how God created this whole.
Okay?
No,
I don't have to give you my
Laying in my bed? No. You're about to get dropped off.
nigga.
At the airport.
Ooh, I don't even know why the fuck I came
She
here.
didn't want
I
to
don't
give me no
even.
cheeks.
Nigga, get the here. Stop recording me.
She didn't want to give me
Stop
no
recording
cheeks.
me, nigga.
Don't fly her out.
Give me the phone.
Watch out. Don't take my phone.
Stop
Don't touch my
recording
phone.
me.
No. Don't fly her out. Look, don't fly her out.
Bruh, you.
She ain't trying to call no cheeks. I've been FaceTiming her.
This
for
is
like
my chicks. It's my ass and
2
my
months.
coochie. What are you
I've been
talking
FaceTiming
about?
her for 2 months.
I don't have to give you
every
no.
day.
Just
You been on
get me
FaceTime
there.
every
I don't
day,
care.
2
I don't
months.
care. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care
I
about none
put
of that
my meet out on FaceTime. She been flirting and stuff. You want a free trip? You want a free
shit.
trip?
You wanted to whip your wiener out.
What?
You flew me out here to get.
Yes. I did. Flew you
Just
out
get
for
me
the
there.
coach.
Just,
Yes.
it's cool. It's cool. You're lame.
I flew you out for the.
And I will never talk to you again.
All right, well, you ain't got to talk to me again. I'm just letting.
Get me there.
All right, whatever.
The
Hey, y'all about to drop her ass. Oh,
Yeah,
dog.
drop me off, nigga.
My
Are you
house.
okay?
No.
I don't have to give you my.
Laying in my bed? No. You're about to get dropped off.
Nigga.
At the airport.
Ooh, I don't even know why the fuck I came
She didn't want to
here.
Look, she didn't want to
I
give
don't
me no
even.
cheeks.
Nigga, get the here. Stop recording me.
She didn't want to give me
Stop
no
recording
cheeks.
me, nigga.
Don't act.
I promise how to put yourself out there after a breakup or divorce, part 2. Sharing tips for online dating as a woman in your 40s and 50s. Here are a few. Number 1, please avoid the time suckers. There are a lot of them out there. You cannot go back and forth messaging online for weeks or texting and chatting online for weeks. Go out on a date within week 1 of chatting online. Otherwise, you just have a new pen pal. 2, don't meet a person the same night you match up on a dating app. It could most likely just be a hookup. I feel like you already know that. And 3, don't be afraid to insist on seeing a photo with a date on it. You know, there are a lot of people out there who have photos of themselves from a decade ago just sitting on their phone, and you don't find that out until you're sitting face to face. I don't want to have to say this, but don't lie about anything. It's just a big waste of time, and it always comes out in the end. Your age, where you live, your liked, your disliked. It certainly does not help you find the right person. 5, this is not so easy, but drop disappointment from your vocabulary. Dating online, I hate to say this, is a numbers game in some ways. Don't be discouraged if you go on 10 coffee or drink dates and only like one person. In fact, plan it that way so you are not disappointed.